It was a gray November morning in the bustling streets of New York City, where dreams clashed with reality in the hum of traffic and the shuffle of hurried footsteps. Among the crowd was Samuel, a man in his late 40s, clad in a torn jacket and worn-out sneakers. Once a young, ambitious painter with dreams of bright galleries and starry openings, life hadn't been kind to him. His artwork never sold, his debts piled high, and one by one, his relationships crumbled under the weight of mounting failures. Now, Samuel's days were spent wandering, an old sketchbook in hand, searching for inspiration, or perhaps just enough warmth to survive another day. On this particular morning, Samuel perched himself on a park bench at the edge of Central Park. His stomach growled, but he barely noticed. His eyes were fixed on the blank page of his sketchbook. Drawing used to be his escape, but lately, even that had felt out of reach. As he sat there immersed in his silent battle, a boy no older than 10 appeared. His face was smeared with chocolate, his scarf trailing in the wind. The boy stopped in front of Samuel and tilted his head, curiously peering down at the sketchbook. "Why are you not drawing?" the boy asked, his tone as innocent as the question itself. Samuel managed a weak smile. "Ran out of ideas," he said, shutting the book. The boy frowned. "Can you draw a spaceship? A cool one with rockets and lasers?" Samuel chuckled, a sound he hadn't heard from himself in years. "A spaceship, huh? I'll try." Opening the book, he let his pencil move across the page. The lines began hesitantly but soon found their rhythm, guided by the distant memory of the joy he used to feel. Within minutes, the page transformed into a masterpiece of imagination. A roaring spaceship, blasting through swirling galaxies, complete with stars and shooting comets. He added intricate details, panels, windows, and engines powered by glowing energy. When he was done, he handed the sketch to the boy. The boy's eyes lit up as he grabbed the sketch like a treasure map. "This is amazing! Thank you!" He paused, studying Samuel's face. "You're really good. You should do this for everyone." Samuel's heart skipped a beat. "Do this for everyone?" The words lodged in his mind as the boy ran off, waving the drawing like a victory flag. For the first time in years, Samuel felt something, an ember of pride, of possibility. Days passed. Samuel's usual park bench became his makeshift workshop. Sketch after sketch filled his book. Not just spaceships, but animals, superheroes, and portraits of passers-by who paused to watch him work. Some smiled, some applauded, and a few even offered him money for a sketch. Slowly, cautiously, Samuel began to believe in himself again. One afternoon, a sharp-dressed woman approached him, carrying a leather portfolio. "Are you the artist drawing portraits here?" she asked. Her voice was firm but kind. "That's me," Samuel replied, holding up his pencil. "I'm Miranda Lutz," she said with a smile. "I'm an art curator for the Sunrise Museum downtown. We're holding a showcase of local talent next month. I've seen your work. It's remarkable. Would you consider participating?" Samuel blinked. "Me? In a museum?" His voice cracked under weighty disbelief. Miranda nodded. "Yes, you. Your work has soul, Samuel. That's rare. Let's show people the stories only you can tell." Weeks later, the gallery bustled with attendees. Samuel stood off to the side, dressed in a borrowed blazer, watching strangers marvel at his art. The walls displayed his sketches, scenes of the boy with the spaceship, couples laughing on park benches, and the city's vibrant life through Samuel's eyes. He hadn't felt this alive, this scene, in decades. Near the catering table, a young boy tugged his mother's sleeve. "Mom, that's the artist who drew my spaceship. Remember?" Samuel turned, his eyes locking with the boy's. "You," Samuel said with a grin, kneeling to meet his gaze. "Did you take my advice?" the boy asked proudly. Samuel nodded, his voice thick with emotion. "I did, and it changed everything." As the night went on, Samuel realized the truth of something so simple, yet so profound. A spark, even the smallest one, could reignite the fire within. Samuel came to understand that hope often arrives in unexpected forms, and sometimes a single drawing could be the first stroke of a masterpiece called redemption.